Hi guys, what's up? How are you all? And welcome back to my channel. So in this vlog, I'm going to take you on a trip to Vrindavan, which lies in the district of Mathura, Uttar Pradesh. Vrindavan is an important pilgrimage in Braj Bhumi, which attracts around 5 lakh devotees every year. To visit Vrindavan, we book a cab from Delhi to Vrindavan, which was supposed to take us places in Vrindavan and leave us back to Delhi. There are other mode of conveyance like buses and trains which you can take to reach here. The moment you enter the district of Mathura, you will get this restaurant where you can take a stop and have your food and then move ahead inside the city. So here is what we ordered. We ordered some South Indian and North Indian meals. It took around 3.5 hours to reach Mathura from Delhi. So we started around 9 o'clock and we reached here at 12:30. Mathura and Vrindavan is a town in north of India. Mathura is a place where Lord Krishna was born and Vrindavan is a place where he is believed to have spent his childhood. Lord Krishna is one of the incarnations of God Vishnu. The birth of Lord Krishna had a huge purpose to serve on earth. Each phase of his life has a lot to teach us. There are a lot of Krishna's childhood story to tell, which is popularly known as Bal Leela. The character of Krishna has always enchanted us, be it in the form of Laddu Gopal or in the charming pose of playing the flute with Radha. And Vrindavan is all about Krishna's childhood. People have immense love, faith, and belief in Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, who was lovingly called as Kanha in his childhood, resides in every corner of the city. Reaching Vrindavan, we got to know the main temple, which is a Baki Bihari Mandir, here gets closed by 1 o'clock. So we decided to visit to other temples, and the driver dropped us at Kesi Ghat. From there, we took an e-rickshaw to Nidhivan. So here, while I was shooting and making a vlog, my brother told me to keep my phone inside because there are a lot of monkeys around who will snatch your phone and your specs in order to get something in return to eat. And in fact, moving ahead, I myself saw people bargaining with monkeys to return their stuffs back in return of something to eat. So beware, monkeys here are clever and they can outsmart you. So keep your phones and belongings safely. However, enjoying our e-rickshaw ride in this afternoon and passing through the narrow lanes, we reached to the temple and got to know the temple is closed. And in fact, all the temples in the city were closed for this time. So we had nothing much to do, and this got to be a life lesson for us. We actually started late from Delhi. If we had started in the morning, we would have been able to at least visit 1 or 2 temples by now. So we got back from Nidhivan to Keshi Ghat, where our drivers dropped us, and we saw there were boat rides going on in Yamuna River. So we thought to take one. So we 3 of us went ahead taking a boat ride in Yamuna River. So it was a windy and hot summer afternoon, but the cool Yamuna River was giving a sense of relief. So after spending some time, we went towards the temple. It was 3 o'clock and we expected the temples would be open. So it was around a 15-20 minutes walk. We decided to go on foot this time. And so the temple gates were opened, and this is the huge crowd we saw there. So Nidhivan, which stands for Tulsi Forest, is one of the sacred sites of Vrindavan. It is considered as the most prominent site dedicated to the pastimes of Hindu deities Radha and Krishna and their companions gopis. The Nidhivan premises has a lot of trees which are short in height and are entangled. It is a common belief among devotees that Nidhivan still witnesses the Ras Leela of Radha Krishna during the night time, and thus nobody is allowed to stay inside the premises of Nidhivan at night. Within the premises, there are 2 main temples. One is Rang Mahal and another is Bansi Chor Radha Temple. So after taking blessings from here, we moved to one of the main temples of Vrindavan, which is Bake Bihari. So this is site near Bake Bihari temple. The lanes are filled with people. There's a huge crowd around the temple. Even the streets are not vacant. And there are a lot of sweet shops around the temple selling the most popular sweet of Mathura, that is peda. Also there are shops selling puja samagri related to Radha Krishna and portraits of Radha and Krishna. You can buy prasad and flowers from these shops to offer in the temple. The lane to Bake Bihari temple is very narrow and is stuffed with people. You are actually brushing your shoulders with other people around, but it doesn't lessen the enthusiasm of devotees. There are shops on both the sides of the lane. We also took the prasad and the garland from these shops. The doors of the temple were supposed to open at 5 o'clock, and we were also standing in the crowd waiting for the temple doors to open. So as soon as the temple door opened, the devotees just rushed inside the temple to get the darshan of Bake Bihari. Bake Bihari is believed to be the combined form of Radha and Krishna, and here we just moved outside the temple after taking the darshan of Bake Bihari. I would say if you're coming to Vrindavan, then do visit Bake Bihari temple because it is one of the holiest temple of Sri Krishna in India. And besides, Bake Bihari has its own charm. People tend to fall in love just at a single sight of this form of Sri Krishna and Radha. Vrindavan is a place which is filled with devotees at any given point of time, as there are thousands of temples devoted to Radha and Krishna, of which we could make it to only few temples, and the next one in line is Prem Mandir, which is beautifully constructed on the area of 22 hectares on the outskirts of Vrindavan. The temple is dedicated to Radha Krishna and Sita Ram. The temple was established by Jagadguru Sri Kripaluji Maharaj and is maintained by Jagadguru Kripalu Parishad, an international non-profit educational, spiritual and charitable trust. The temple is known for its stunning architecture and intricate carvings which depict scenes from life of Lord Krishna. Prem Mandir is also famous for its beautiful tableau which depict various scenes from Hindu mythology, including the raising of Govardhan Hill. The temple is a popular pilgrimage site for devotees of Lord Krishna and is considered one of the most beautiful and elegant structure in Vrindavan. The next temple that we visited was ISKCON Temple Vrindavan. ISKCON is also known as International Society of Krishna Consciousness, which is a religious organization established by Swami Prabhupada. ISKCON has its temple all over the world and has got a lot of foreign devotees as well. Here is a glimpse of some of the devotees standing outside the temple and chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. The ISKCON temple in Vrindavan is dedicated to Sri Krishna and Balaram. The other deities of the temple are Radha Krishna and Gauranga Nityananda. The ISKCON temple of the Vrindavan is very beautifully constructed and experiences hundreds and thousands of devotees per year. You get to experience a very calm and a beautiful atmosphere inside the temple. The very moment you enter the temple, you get enchanted by the beauty and the peacefulness of the place. This is the courtyard of the temple where all the devotees are dancing for the love of Krishna, and this is the vibe of ISKCON temple if you are ever visiting here. The devotees are so deeply engrossed in the love of Krishna that they forget all their pain and starts to celebrate the presence of Krishna. So this is it about the Vrindavan vlog. So it is always a blessing to reach Mathura and Vrindavan and get the blessings from Radha and Krishna themselves. So let me know in the comment section how did you like the video, and do subscribe to watch more.